They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to bring big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Colts, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Touchdown Colts. Davante Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
On the return is Duvernay.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a third and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 41. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They run here with Jason Huntley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jason Huntley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Garoppolo on first down. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tyus Bowser able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Zach Pascal. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Garoppolo looking to throw for him. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got some space here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Four yards remain for second down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And out across midfield down to the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. And that'll set them back 5. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 32. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Dobbins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Rodgers on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind, the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none line. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind.